Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga.
So I just wanted that little nice peaceful intro there with the music. Riding along peacefully in a neighborhood close to my house, taking a scenic way to work. And just feeling the peace that's still present in nature, in these trees. And there's like a stillness, anchoring in earth right now. When we can get away from the frenziedness of the frenzied nature of the human organism, the human superorganism right now. And within that human superorganism, there is this beautiful mycelium-like network of people who are awakening to love right now, awakening to more freedom right now, awakening to the beauty that is inherent in impermanence. The sudden aliveness that I feel and a new urgency in my life to be done being dormant. And I've been using this metaphor of the Matrix a lot. And it's like the challenge and the gift in the same moment is the challenge of seeing so many succumbing to fear and being gripped and paralyzed by fear. And at the same time, the gift of how I'm not in fear. And like I have so much empathy and compassion and tuning into like seeing a video of people like citywide in Wuhan, China, screaming in anguish and how much they're suffering and lives are ending and families are being devastated by the what's going on. And there's an extra level of authoritarian trauma going on there, hearing awful things that's going on from society and government to pressure people into either staying in their house or tearing them out of their house to get them away from people if they're infectious, and just the depths of shadow human behavior. So that's like one of in the men's group I'm in with a wonderful man, Matthew Aris. He asked us in our group, what is the gift? What has been a big gift for us this week? What's been a big challenge? What's been our biggest victory? And I had the interesting awareness that gift and challenge for me, I'm getting into a place where sometimes I dissolve my time boundness and I dissolve a little bit my conception of time, and I start to feel the challenge and the gift in the same moment, like in the same droplet of water. Like imagining a microscope looking at a droplet of water, and within it, even though it's one droplet, like within that, the essence of the gift and the challenge at the same time. And so I spoke just a minute ago about some of the challenges of like, shit, people are really suffering. And stepping out of my own, stepping out of my own first world problems and being really stepping into, oh my gosh, I'm so privileged, I'm so grateful, I'm so blessed, I'm so abundant right now to be in the blessing and abundance and privilege that I have. And it's part of the gift. And then what I was speaking to wrap back around, and I'll go off into the weeds and come back here. My train of thought sometimes takes beautiful roundabout ways, but always a beautiful awareness has come from that. So if you're listening, thank you. I'll try to not go on forever, and I'm on my way to work here. So blessed to still be having a place to go to work right now, and generating income in different ways. Just tuning in breathe and find back that original train I was going for. That polarization that's coming out of the Matrix metaphor. So many people are asleep in the Matrix. They're in the Matrix. They're plugged in. They've got the television on. They're watching the CNN, the MSNBC, the Fox News. They're very much downloading and integrating and being gripped by fear, being paralyzed, being unsure, uncertain, all of those lower vibrations on the emotional guidance scale. There's nothing wrong with being there. Those are guidances from their emotional guidance system. So we're not blaming and shaming that. But it's just where a lot of people are on the massive scale, especially being in a large city right now like New York or LA or Seattle, where this is a much more potent and immediate concern for people who it's really affecting their families. I don't know a single person by even 2 degrees. I don't know someone who knows someone in my city who's tested positive. That's just, I haven't been made aware of a friend or a friend of a friend who has tested positive for this. So the polarity that's coming up is that side, the fear polarity is polarizing strong, and then there's people, myself and other people that I'm coordinating with in this like mycelium-like network, and we're creating new networks that transcend geography and in a way even transcend and loosen the boundary of time. So time and space are being loosened right now, and we're becoming more lucid of our ability to connect with this device. I mean, this is futuristic stuff. This is like Jetsons type stuff that I'm driving in a little spaceship, moving me through space and time, pretty much like my body's having to do very little to move me through time and space at a relatively high speed compared to our ancestors. And I'm communicating on this very futuristic device, which is doing thousands of computations a minute, and I'm going to deliver this message to you guys, and it's going to blip through time and space like this. You know, my brothers and sisters in California, right now, seeing it right now. So we're futuristic fucking galactic rangers on the earth. And if we choose to see ourselves that way, and we don't see ourselves as a limited being, and we start to find the gift in how all of these things are working for us, and how this amazing thing called this iPhone is a galactic piece of technology that humans and higher consciousness have created, downloaded, brought to fruition, and made widely available. So we just start to back out and look at the frameworks in a larger perspective and see some of the miracles inherent in everything. Like my brain, the synapses that have to happen for my brain to go to move my fingers like this, and the way that the computations my phone is doing right now. If you just kind of start to realize how miraculous and magical and holographic of a world we live in, and the time and space boundaries are somewhat dissolving right now. A lot of this stuff is coming online for me, and that's part of the same, this gift, this challenge, the polarity of the fear, the awakened state of being of people who are galactic rangers to raise the vibration, earth angels. There's many different frameworks to look at this in. Galactic ranger, different word for earth angel, different word for, awakened being. And we're all an awakened being. Even the most asleep, fear-drenched person on the planet is an awakened being in their soul. And a lot of this has been really fun for me to find the gift and the challenge at the same moment, right? So today, and within 30 minutes ago, a new challenge for me. The event I was most excited to go to this year, invested a lot of money and excitement and joy and intention and gratitude, had so much beautiful stuff invested in going to see one of my favorite mentors, Tony Robbins, in Australia for Date with Destiny, April 19th to 26th. and building out extra time in Australia so that I have time to explore, hike, be in my joy. I love being a neo-nomad. And so it's like, gosh, been looking forward to this since November, and took the leap not only to buy his big package of his that included Date with Destiny, and I could have done it in Florida, and took the extra leap because like my soul was calling, saying like, not just Florida, that's so easy for me because I live in Florida, saying we're going to Australia. So 30 minutes ago, I read the breaking news that Australia has now put in travel bans. So if you're not an Australian citizen or resident, you're not getting into Australia right now. Which, like, thank you Australia for taking care of your citizens and your land and keeping everyone safe. Like, love. I feel that. And at the same time, of course, part of my ego is like, I wanted to go, but a great mentor of mine last night had me, my like simple homework was to be asking the question, how is everything working for me right now? Let's see if I can get the exact writing up here. Right, so he asked me to meditate on clarity. Clarity, what is the opportunity here? So, my work as of 12 hours ago was like for Jacob to be tuning into his clarity, and Jacob to be asking these simple questions. What is the opportunity here? What is the opportunity here? What is the opportunity here? Now, how is all working in my favor? How is it all working in my favor? How is 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 all working in my favor? So like, poof, awesome, simple and so powerful and crystallizing. And so like, as soon as I got that news, like, how long did it take me to change my state from disappointment to excitement and finding the gift? Literally heartbeats. Within heartbeats, I was already in. Where is my clarity? What is the opportunity here? How is all working in my favor? Shortening that synapses of time that it takes me to go from the challenge to the gift, I have felt that skill come online in a big way. And yeah, I hope I've held some people's attention this long. I will see, but these car conversations will become more common. I encourage anyone to set up. I have a little phone holder that's sitting here attached to my dashboard and holds my phone, so I have my hands. I can see the traffic and talk, and I'm not spending extra time. I'd be driving right now anyway, so this is a valuable way to spend my time getting a transmission out there to Soul Tribe. And people who are tuning in, thank you so much. Share your thoughts in whatever forum you're seeing this in. I plan to put this in a few places, and just so much greatness and blessings and gratitude, and not at all to like diminish, and I'm not trying to make small the suffering on the world right now either. Like, has its place, it has its vibration, it is medicine for the world right now. Woo! Feeling high, baby. Feeling high on vibes, high on life, feeling high on the cacao drinks. I've been drinking high vibe drinks, staying yummy food in my belly, sunshine on my brow, water in my cells, breath in my lungs, Krishna Das in my speakers. Ooh! Om Namah. Let's throw on some Namah Shivaaya to close us out and make a little 15-minute video here. Woo! One of my favorite mantras. Om Namah Shivaaya. Gurave. Nischprapanchaaya. Shaantaaya. Niraalambaaya Tejase.